Almost set for evening baseball from Great American Park in Cincinnati.
Like I said, trying to slow it down a little bit. Don't want to skim month by month. This is like literally the game after the one we played last episode, and that's because of this man right here. Former Kansas City Royal David Peterson let him go in free agency after just 1 year with the club. He takes the mound for Cincinnati in this one. He's had a pretty solid start to his year, and it was right here this season he played pretty much the entire year for us, even if it says turn of teams, played like maybe 2 games for the New York Mets, and he had a solid year, 3.5 ERA, and he went 11-6, not too bad. Played for Washington for a couple of seasons. He signed a 2-year contract with them, I guess, and then signed a massive deal here with the Cincinnati Reds, where he has kind of lived up to it so far. And he is doing pretty good. He faces his former club in this one. And this game is underway. Peterson delivers a 1-1 to Kyle Isbell. He hits that ball left field, slicing away from the left fielder. He makes the catch. And that's how this one begins. National League Park means Luis Robert hits second in our lineup. The 1-1 pitch to him from David Peterson is a fly ball. Looks like he may have gotten under that one. He did, and that's out number 2. So that's how Robert's at-bat comes to an end, and now that brings up Yordan Alvarez. He homered in the last game, leads all of Major League Baseball in home runs. Is that a sign? Oh my gosh, that was almost gone. I was going to say, is that a sign that he's going to hit another one here? And he just about did. Though he doesn't hit lefties as well as he does righties. That misses outside. It's a full count here on Yordan Alvarez. Richie Ramos on deck. He went back-to-back with Alvarez in that last game against the Yankees. The 3-2 pitch. Yordan Alvarez. It's not going to be a walk, but it's not going to be a home run either. That is going to be a 2-out single for the left fielder in this one. Normally the designated hitter. But because we are playing in the National League Stadium, he is playing out in left field today. Richie Ramos steps up now, 2 down and a runner on first. And again, Ramos a drive to left field. Oh man, just missed it. That was almost another home run for Richie Ramos, a guy who I really wouldn't say is a power hitter. I mean, I've hit maybe 2 home runs personally with him, maybe 3. I know I've hit 2, maybe 3, but I haven't really hit a ton of home runs with Richie Ramos. But good for him on maybe getting that power up a little bit. He's still, well, he's not super young anymore. He might be like 27, 28 now. But he's still developing. He's a 97 overall. He's a beast. Chet Nesteroff, a guy who only is in the starting rotation this year because we decided to let go of Mackenzie Gore and not pay him $30+ million a year, a decision that was hard to make, especially after he won the Cy Young last year. But I think it was a smarter decision for the team. And yeah, we put Nesteroff in the starting rotation. Hasn't had the best season, but also hasn't been horrible. And that's a fastball right down the middle. That is a good first inning of work for Chet Nesteroff. Brian Hayes up in the top of the second. Maybe he's going to be able to get a hit and start a little bit of a second inning rally for us. He drives it towards the left center field gap. That ball is probably going to get down. It is. That's going to be cut off by the center fielder before the wall. And the throw gets away, which meant there was nobody at third base, I guess, so Hayes thought he could go. Peterson did a good job of getting over there to cover, but that is going to be a leadoff triple for Brian Hayes. MJ Melendez, a prime RBI opportunity here. He's going to chop that one, and they're not going to send Hayes home. Probably the smart decision there. That at-bat doesn't help anybody. That brings up Vinny, though. 330 average, second in the American League. He has a decent amount of stolen bases, only 5 home runs. He's not a home run hitter, but he has picked up a lot of RBIs so far on the year for us. The 3-2 here to Vinny, outside ball 4. Unfortunately, though, for us, that puts a double play in order for the pitcher, Chet Nesterov. If he can do what Gore and Bubick did during the World Series, then we might be good. But unfortunately, he grounds out and we won't end up scoring despite hitting the lead-off triple. We'll simulate here, see what Nesterov does on his own. And he sends them down in order. You'll love to see it. Now a 2-2 count. It'll be Bobby Witt Jr. up and then the top of the order. The 2-2 to Jr. I don't know why I called him Junior. But yeah, we found out last episode that Bobby Witt Jr. actually won the American League, well, not the American League, won the World Series MVP. Rightly deserved. He had a phenomenal Fall Classic for the Royals last year. And yeah, he's really started to improve. He had a bad postseason. His World Series, though, it was really good, and now he's also playing well again this year. That was a sharp base hit there. That slider came back into the zone. I was not going to swing until the very last second. A real good pitch there from David Peterson. The 3-2. Fly ball left field. That'll be probably caught out there. Basically, the same thing he did in his first at-bat. And Isbell's retired for out number 1. Now Luis Robert up, 1 out, 1 on, 1-1 count on the right fielder. They're checking over on Bobby Witt Jr. at first base. Probably smart. Witt is a speedy fella. And can definitely swipe a base. The 1-1 pitch. Peterson delivers to Robert, and it's a fly ball center field. That is probably going to be caught. Yep, it'll be caught by, I think they said Lewis Brinson. And then he was a free agent for the majority of last year for out number 2 there. Yordan Alvarez, he singled in his first at-bat. Let's see what he can do here. The 1-1 pitch to him. It's a slider, way inside, extremely inside. That ball probably could have hit Alvarez if he was closer up on the 2. And then he strikes out on the filthy slider. That umpire should be mugged in the parking lot. Now we're going to simulate a bit more. Hope Nesterov does what he's been doing. And he is on a roll. So I actually do have to hop in because it's the bottom of the 4th. He has a perfect game going. We'll see how long he can keep this up. Chet Nesterov. We have not had a no-hitter since Luis Castillo did it back in 2023, I believe was the year. So it has been quite a while since a no-hitter was thrown by a Kansas City Royal. That being said, we did also have a perfect game thrown. That ball, that was almost misplayed by Luis Robert. Perfect game was thrown back in 2022 by Shane Bieber, the most recent perfect game to date, to my knowledge. That is a close play at first, but that ends the inning. I gotta play Vinny's at-bat. You know me, I like Vinny. He walked in his first at-bat. Let's see what we get out of him here. The 1-1 pitch to him from Peterson. Surprised the umpire didn't call that one a strike. 2-1 count. 2-1 count now. Peterson delivers to Vinny, and he pops that one up. Shallow center field. That'll be caught by Brinson. That's out number 1. Yep, 1. Kind of tempted to move Vinny up. Chet actually singles. Fielder's choice, he's thrown out. And Kyle Isbell drives him home. I accidentally pressed the bunt there. That's embarrassing. Could have been a big inning, but at least Nesterov has a lead now. So far, so good for Nesterov. Let's see if he can keep up what he's doing. That ball's mashed. Right center field. Brinson attempted to get to it. To no avail, and that is going to be a leadoff double, ending Chet Nesterov's perfect game through 4 innings. Former American League MVP Paul DeJong signed with Cincinnati this offseason. Leadoff double for Yordan Alvarez. MJ Melendez drives him home, then steals second base. Vinny walks, and Chet strikes out. Double for Bobby Witt Jr. We're up 3-0 right now. That is a good sight. We're going to leave Chet out there now. 2-run shot. That's less than ideal. We are going to pinch hit him. With Jared Walsh, because I want to take an at-bat with him. Jacob Wagspock, who's brought in to pitch. He faces Walsh here to lead off the ninth. Walsh was acquired in a trade that sent. It was a bad trade. I mean, it's just because the game was being dumb. Corey Lee had no value. Signed him over free agency, and then he was like unable to be traded, so I didn't want him. He was making too much money. Jared Walsh is basically a Bobby Bradley replacement. The full count pitch to him. Oh my goodness, he just missed that. He almost went yard. He's a power-hitting left-handed first baseman, just not quite as good, though I do need to insert him into the lineup where he should be normally. Can't leave Walston out there, though. We are going to bring in Felipe Ayala. He's been good so far this year. Actually, how many innings he has, I want to check that right now. And that one will be caught by Isbell. One down. Let me check how many innings Felipe Ayala has thrown so far this year. Not much, because that just lowered his ERA quite a bit. He has thrown, hardly any innings so far. I'm going to make sure he gets more innings pitched. I guess Jeffrey Ramos has had a hitting streak, and it's about to come to an end. And, 0 for 4 on the day. That'll end his hitting streak. Royals 1 out away. I mean, they're a home run away from tying this game. They have the 3-hole hitter up. Kyle Lewis, former Rookie of the Year. In 2020, it's a 3-1 count. In risk of walking him here. That's a fly ball to left. That should be caught by Alvarez. Ball game over. The Royals win. There you go. Good to see a nice Kansas City victory. I'm going to give Chet some hair, actually, after this game. It's weird, but I don't like the way he looked. And we'll see you in the next one.